Rural Americans deserve access to the best of what our nation has to offer, especially healthcare. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families healthy. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.
Sunday morning. With us today is Senator Rick Scott from the great state of Florida. And so many things are happening. Well, Senator, we got the State of the Union coming up on Tuesday night. Give us an update. Give us the pulse of the situation.
Well, I'll be going back up to the Senate Monday morning, and we're going to be focused on how do we get the Save America Act passed. We're going to be excited to have President Trump coming in for the State of the Union. Kevin O'Leary is going to be my guest. So it's somebody. I guess you're co-actor in Marty Supreme. I think the president's got a lot to brag about. He's trying to bring peace around the world through strength. He's gotten gas prices down. Inflation's come down, but we still haven't got inflation out from the Biden years. So we got a lot of work to do on how we drive down the cost of living. Unfortunately, the government will continue to be shut down, I believe, when the president gives this talk, because Chuck Schumer hates ICE. He doesn't care that TSA workers don't get paid, or the Coast Guard doesn't get paid, or Homeland Security, or any of these groups. But he's making sure that Democrat senators get paid, because I have a bill, no budget, no pay, that he fights tooth and nail to make sure he gets paid while all these other people don't get paid.
Understood. What else do you think? I mean, there seems to, the economy is doing great. The gas prices are down. It looks like interest rates will head down. So between gas prices being cheaper, interest rates getting down, it should be a great economy.
Yep. Look, President Trump built the greatest economy I think we've ever had. He was president in his first term, and he's in the process of doing it now. It's a lot of work. Biden left him with a horrible economy. During the Biden years, we lost full-time jobs month after month. All we did was add part-time jobs. The cost of living skyrocketed. So he wanted to shut down the oil and gas industry. He led worldwide through weakness. So Trump is the opposite. And so he's worldwide now and respected. President Trump's working with our allies to bring peace around the world. He can brag about what he's trying to do in Latin America by arresting Maduro and holding the Castro regime accountable. So I think he's got a lot of things to talk about there. Now, we have work to do. The Biden years caused a lot of inflation, so we got to get that done. One thing I am working on each and every day is how do we make sure elections are secure. So we've got to get the Save America Act passed. The president's for it. The House has passed it. Leader Thune is for it. So we got to get a vote and get either pass the filibuster with 60 votes or figure another way to get it passed. We got to pass the Save America Act. I
agree 100%. Now, it seems like we're sort of getting invaded a little bit by the Chinese, and what are we doing about that? They were buying land near our air bases, our army bases, and at one point, I remember during the Biden administration, 20,000 of them able-bodied Chinese came in. Have we analyzed what the heck is going on?
Yeah, John, number one, let's all recognize the government of China, Communist China, wants to destroy our way of life, and they're trying a lot of different ways. They're trying it by stealing our technology so they can steal our jobs. They're selling us bad products like generic drugs that we have no idea what's in it. The food that comes from China is not safe for Americans to eat. So everything they're doing, they spy balloons, drones, buying the land around our military bases. Everything they're doing is to destroy our way of life. So here's why I ask everybody. We all need to wake up. Stop. If it says Communist China, send it back. Tell Amazon that you expect them to put on labeling of where everything is made. I've got a bill called the Clear Labels Act, so you'll know where all your drugs come from. Right now, over 80% of the drugs are generic, and most of it comes from Communist China, and that's bad for you. It's not safe. It's not healthy. There's studies to say you have increased chance of death and hospitalization if you take a Chinese generic drug. So ask your pharmacist, where's that drug from? If it's not from the United States, you should be concerned about it. So we've got Communist China. We've allowed them to infiltrate our country, and we've got to push back. Don't buy anything that's ever made or sourced from Communist China. Period.
Anything else you want on Sunday morning? Anything else you want to tell the American people?
I'm optimistic. I've been last week. Last week. I've been traveling all across Florida. People are excited. They're excited about what the president's doing. They're excited about how the economy is getting better. They're excited about the fact that there's a more accountable government. They're excited there's be a crackdown on fraud in California and Minnesota. So in Florida, we're excited about where we're going, and that's why people continue to flock to our state.
Well, Senator Rick Scott, thank you so much for coming on this Sunday morning, and we'll see you at the State of the Union.
Yeah, we'll see you then. All right, see you, John.
Rural Americans deserve access to the best our nation has to offer, especially when it comes to health care. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families' health. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.
It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But here's a big one you need to hear. Billions. That's the amount of money in refunds the IRS has flagged for possible identity fraud. Now here's another big number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. One last big number. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.